Alrighty, how we doing? It's been a long minute, but I'm finally back to finish watching The Last Airbender Netflix live action adaptation. It's been such a shame that I haven't been able to get through this as quickly as I would have liked because I'm really enjoying these episodes. Last episode especially was really good. The Zuko and Iroh stuff, the way they're mashing a lot of things together to kind of get through them a little bit quicker, and the way they're depicting things slightly differently has been, I imagine, what a lot of people didn't expect, including myself, but it has been very enjoyable, at least to me. So with that being said, we're halfway through season 1 here, and to me that's putting us at about Spirit World, Blue Spirit, Avatar, Roku kind of stuff. At least those are the big things they haven't covered at this point. They've done such a good job up to this point of throwing things together in a way that you can't really expect. Like, for example, Jet's already been thrown into the mix. That's episode 10 of the original, but we haven't even touched on Avatar Roku yet. In fact, we've spent more time with KOH than we have Roku, but I think KOH's presence in the show, at least with Aang, is going to be heavily contrasted with Roku. At least that's what the setup seems to be. I'd be shocked if they left out the whole Avatar Roku and learning about the comet and everything. That would be crazy. But then what we still have to come after this is the Storm, the Blue Spirit, things like the Fortune Teller, maybe some stuff to do with Bato, the Deserter. That might be stuff they all kind of mush together. I'm really expecting 2 episodes at least in the Northern Water Tribe, you know? That just makes way too much sense to me. So these next 2 episodes, I think, are going to be a whole mishmash of things, and then we'll get into the really good stuff, because the finale of this season in the original is so good. So I'm really excited to see what they do with this. So where did we leave off? It was Zuko and Iroh together, which was amazing, by the way. And Boomy had just come around, right? Like we turned Boomy's character around. Like Boomy's character is a very interesting depiction in this show, and a lot of people had some really good justifications for Boomy's character, it being like perhaps more of a realistic portrayal of what Boomy's character would be going through. It was just different, and it just felt a bit strange to me. But Azula's in the mix already as well. We've seen Ty Lee and May, but we'll see where we go from here. But my gut tells me Blue Spirit or Roku. We'll see. Either way, I'm gonna jump into the episode now. On Patreon, I've now got full uncut edited reactions to all of these videos. I think I'm missing episode 3 though. I haven't gone back and completely looked for it, but I've got episodes 1, 2, and 4 that will be going up as completely full reactions, as well as early access to the YouTube videos on Patreon as well. With all that being said, enjoy the video. Okay.
How many are there?
5, 6.
Where have we been thrown into? Okay, Katara.
Let's go, let's go.
Good. I need a little bit more from Katara. I'm not gonna lie. I need a bit more going forward, but that's a step in the right direction. Hey! I thought Katara just got smoked for a second. Upper? Good.
So, ice discs? That's new?
I'm saying.
It's something I saw the Earthbenders do.
Oh, true. That's kind of clean.
We've been running into the Firebenders a lot more often.
We're getting closer to the Fire Nation border. It was bound to happen.
Okay, so that's what that was.
About Sokka's tragic dating attempts.
Hey, how was I supposed to know she was a Fire Nation soldier?
Look, we need
Wish I got to see that. Oh. Spirit World. The panda. What was it called? I can't remember. Well, this could be cool. This could be really cool. Spirited Away. That's a crazy title for this episode, though. That's a famous movie. Oh, you know what I want to see? Oh, what was his name? The freaky freak spirit that we only saw one time with the faces. Ko, yeah. Doesn't Roku get involved with this? Doesn't Roku help Aang here? That could lead us into, you know, all the good stuff with Roku and the comet. Dude, Momo's adorable. Oh, is it a seed?
Gran says life is a cycle.
Yeah, I see what we're doing. I like it.
And out of death comes new life.
Okay, now it's good. Bro, Katara really comes in and cooks sometimes, though.
For the future.
These Katara and Aang interactions are really cool. They're a lot different.
Hey? No, it's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. My name's Sokka. Rhymes with Aka and Waka Waka.
Even just the way he talks, you can tell he's about to say something silly.
Maybe we can come up with one for her. How about Pippin Paddle Opsicopoulos?
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Good reference.
A few days ago, we sent out an expedition to search for food. and they never came back. Something beyond this world.
Yeah. This your time, boy. The bridge between worlds.
Any news?
No, sir.
Look at him.
Nothing?
Except
Except what?
one of the resupply merchants mentioned something about kids playing with ice blocks near Senland Pass. But he was probably mistaken.
So someone saw ice in a place where no ice should exist? Most people would call that unusual, wouldn't they? Lieutenant G? Unless they were an idiot.
Yo!
I'll send some men to investigate.
No, I'll have to do it myself, as always.
Is this leading into the whole... Oh, no, he's not
Commander Zhao
happy.
is very impressive.
Oh! Zhao wrote to Azula, that's right.
He found the Avatar.
Dude, look at this setting, man.
I've always admired how you manage your commanders. You always seem to know how to get the most out of their talents.
Teacher's pet.
If it were me, I'd send more resources to Zhao.
Nah, yeah, okay.
Water the most promising seeds. You taught me that.
You may be right.
Dude, she is such a perfect Azula. Look at her.
Zhao didn't discover the Avatar, Zuko did. He's the one who displayed resilience and dedication. That's what I expect from a future heir. Not self-serving flattery and coy whisper.
Yeah, okay. Ozai's talking a bit of talk there. I like this Ozai as well. I do.
The Avatar is the bridge between the natural world and the spirit world.
Good.
And I can feel how close the two are.
Bro, I need some Roku. I really do. I really do.
I need to find where the spiritual energies are strongest.
And where's that?
I'll know it when I find it.
You almost said something specific.
Hey! Oh, is he gone? That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool.
Hey!
Hey, don't jump scare me. Good. Oh wait, no, he's not gone. But I like this though.
A shrine to the spirit of the forest.
What was it called? Hyugai or something.
Once his spirit crosses over, his body will be vulnerable. We need to protect him.
And how will we know that this works?
I'm not sure.
I'm getting hungry.
Hey! Do you mind? I'm trying to concentrate here.
Dude, they are dripped out, man. The costumes are great. Is it time? Okay. Ah, here we go. We're in. Now, if Roku doesn't pull up on his dragon. What?
Katara?
Well, now this is a bit different. Okay, we're doing something different here.
What is happening?
I don't know. Aang? I've separated my spirit from my body, but somehow I brought you guys with me.
How is that
Interesting.
possible?
I'm sorry!
Here we go. Okay.
We're in the spirit world.
Okay, we'll see what they cook up with this.
We don't want to cause trouble.
We never ever caused trouble.
When indeed.
Look at Iroh, man.
I heard some waterbenders might have been around these parts not long ago. Did you see them?
No,
But you remember hearing about them.
sort of.
Perhaps this will help. Did you see the waterbenders?
No.
No.
My guy.
But I heard the Avatar might be traveling with some waterbenders. Is that right, Mookie?
But the Avatar, that's what those pirates said.
Pirates?
It was that canyon guy. He said Avatar fought off some canyon crawlers.
That's funny, bro. That's the great divide. Okay.
It seems they've heard about the Avatar.
Does that mean they're skipping the volcano? If they just said that as well? We'll see. We'll see. Hey, yo.
Help me! She's crazy!
She? Oh, it's sick. It's June. Oh my god. I completely forgot about June. Damn! Damn!
What are you looking at?
A low-life bounty hunter?
Low life. Big talk for a little boy.
I'll let it pass because your dad's kind of cute.
Hey, yo! We had the same.
You know, I've always felt I was a spiritually attuned person. That might be why I crossed over with you.
Oh, is that a frog or a froggy thing?
I have no idea how he got in here. The villagers are probably trying to find a way out. They're
Dude, Sokka is freaking out back there.
assuming they realize they don't belong in here.
None of you belong in here.
Who?
That is one big birdie.
Birdie, I am no birdie. I am the spirit of knowledge itself.
So we're skipping the desert, it looks like.
They do not hear what you hear.
This was season 2. Toph was here. Maybe we go back.
There are creatures in here that will do far more than devour your body.
Go.
There is one who lives in a stone hut not far beyond the woods. He may know what's become of your friends. There are things in here that will reveal truths to humans. Truths they're never prepared to face. Stay on the path.
Bye-bye, birdie.
We'll see what happens. Yo, chill! Why we're blue, bro?
Could have hurt him.
That's his fault. He should have been better.
Except this wasn't about the trainer. Was it?
Azula, you're the best. Everybody knows that. You're perfect.
Hey, yo, the gassing. Are they planting the seeds early of, like, you know, her deterioration, perhaps?
Apologies. I got distracted watching a game of Pai Sho.
Yes, sir.
The street players in these parts are quite good. They didn't follow the expected tactics, but that was their strength. There is much you can learn from these Pai Sho players. They are untrained, but that only means their minds are open to new ideas. And so they are ready when a solution reveals itself.
Here she is.
No!
June is the best at what she does, and that's finding people. But the rules are different out here. Commander Zhao knows this, and he is already making moves, while we have yet to draw our tiles.
With the Pai Sho reference.
So, tell me about this avatar.
I remember the Zuko and Aang fight after June takes them to Aang was so good. Okay, this is the thing. Yo, that looks kind of crazy, man.
Please tell me that's some spirit language only you can understand and it's saying, "Welcome, friends. Would you like some cake?"
That's not what it's saying.
Is it gonna? Oh my god, it's nah. Is it gonna do the screaming thing?
Throw the bath.
Get off the bed!
It's the spirit of the forest.
Oh, nice. Yeah, nice.
Look out!
Who's gonna pull up?
Hey, Skunky, why'd you pick on someone your own size? I didn't mean me.
Yo! Sokka's dead. And now we're split. There it is. Like from the library.
So much pain.
Actually, they're just scratches.
Not you. Hey, bye.
Hey, bye. That's it.
Don't you know what it's like to be hurt?
Well, these scratches are making me pretty irritable. So.
Do you always make jokes when you don't want to talk about something?
Just say
What?
yes.
That's not what I do.
Oh, and be careful. The fog can be...
Oh, this will be good. I currently don't know how I feel about this spirit world stuff that we're doing. Nah. Wait.
Aang?
A Katara? No, I don't do this, man. No. This is... What, are we back in the south?
Katara.
Oh, they're so wrong for this.
There you are. I've been looking all over.
Oh, nah, man.
Is it really you?
What?
Bro, look here, this pisses me off. Bro, that would feel so nice for Katara, though. You know, the Sokka get to see his dad. Now it's really sus all of a sudden. Yeah, hold on now. Oh, here we go. Are they gonna make Katara live through, like, her mom dying again? Oh, maybe she's gonna try and stop him this time. Yeah, she's having memories.
Katara, we have to get inside now.
Yeah, she knows what happens.
Hide. Whatever you do, don't come out.
Where's the waterbender? Or die.
Come on, do something, do something. That would be cool. We're in the spirit world, but we're in a vision, so maybe it's possible.
Wait! It's me. I'm the waterbender.
Bro, that's so brutal.
So much fear. So much despair.
Nah, please stop. It's so unsettling. Okay, Sokka.
Spirit world. More like mud world.
Again, I asked the question, why do we do this though? Are we driving the characters somewhere?
Well, that doesn't seem right.
Hello? And there he is. Aang's gonna see Gyatso, isn't he?
Witness to this mark. I grant this mark of the wise to Sokka.
Doesn't this happen late? Isn't this during the Bato episode,
Since the
right?
day of my ice dodging trials.
Yeah, this has already happened, but Bato gives him the marks? I can't remember.
You did make it exciting, though.
Bato!
And then, there he is. Well, this is a good nod to this. And I was thinking that maybe Katara's part was them, like, actually showing us what happened.
If you hadn't have been on the boat and stepped in...
We all came through in one piece. That's all that matters, right, Hakoda?
Yes, that's right. And selecting the right crew is part of being a wise leader. It's why we do the trials with help from our friends.
I'm nervous, man.
Hey, Sokka. We just had our ice dodging cutter. Or what remains of it.
Yeah.
What a joke.
I didn't think he'd get in that much trouble that quickly.
If it weren't for you, Sokka would have wrecked us.
This is not real. This is not real, Sokka. This is not real.
I'd hoped when he really had to prove himself that he'd do better.
Did this really happen, though? It sounded like Sokka was having real memories, though. Oh, brother. It actually hurts seeing Sokka like that.
Give in to your despair.
Katara? Sokka?
Is it Ko? Like, you can't show any emotion around Ko. It would make sense for Ko to be trying to incite specific emotions, but it's probably not. Oh god, this is gonna be... Is Aang gonna have to live through Gyatso's death?
It isn't real. It isn't real.
Oh, and he went back. Oh, okay. Oh, no, hold on. Hold on.
What have we here?
It's Ko!
Someone who can resist? That can't be possible.
Oh, this is perfect.
Unless it's my old friend, the Avatar.
Look at him.
Do I know you?
I should say so. One of your previous incarnations tried to slay me.
See him not displaying emotion.
All I want is to find my friends.
I remember.
Now why would I let you play with my food?
I'm so happy Ko's here though. I can't lie. It's made everything worth it. I wish it was a bit brighter though in there so I could see better. Hello?
Hello?
Wait, what if this is like real because we're in the spirit world?
You finally made it!
This isn't real. It can't be.
This might be real.
It's another illusion.
I know it's hard to believe, but it's really me.
Hey!
They're so wrong for this. Oh, look at him. I'm still on edge a little bit because of everything that's happened, but I'm happy to let this be a really nice moment for Aang.
How is this possible? How are you here?
Well.
I mean, Iroh lives in the spirit world in Korra, man.
I knew you would need me.
I do need you. I'm supposed to be the Avatar and everyone is counting on me.
But where's Roku? Roku was like the guide for Aang.
Now you're here.
Aang, I can't tell you how to be the Avatar.
Of course you can.
Ah, this is good though. I see what they're doing.
How am I supposed to save the world if I can't even save...
Yeah. What about Sokka and Katara?
That is the fog of lost souls.
Ah, but we see Zhao in there during Korra.
The hunting ground for Ko, the face stealer.
Give me more Ko though. The more Ko, the better.
Their souls will be lost forever.
Dude, Ko is a freak. Hey, yo.
It said Roku once even got the best of the spirit, but nobody knows exactly what happened.
I need to talk to Roku.
Yes!
I'll be back.
Aang, there's something I need to tell you. You couldn't have done anything if you'd stayed with us.
That's pretty important.
You couldn't have prevented the war.
And you have to believe that, little homie.
You would have just died, along with everyone else. It's not your fault.
Can we talk about it when I get back?
Of course.
There's no coming back.
Once I save my friends, we'll have more time.
I think this is it, bro.
Time is a funny thing.
Hmm.
It all gets mixed up.
He's gonna go do the Roku stuff and then come back? Oh, I saw the picture of Roku, yep.
Sometimes it feels like we'll always be alone. And the only thing keeping us company is our own pain.
Okay, Gyatso's cooking a little bit. Oh, and then Azula too. Nice. Me entirely.
We tell ourselves we are the problem. Especially when things we can't control come our way.
The archers. Oh, this is his promotion.
That's why we must let go of our pain and regret.
It's like Zhao's the only one winning right now.
What it is
oh,
we're
sick!
really fighting for.
I just felt like a massive tone shift. Hey, we've got to be near the end, right? Is this literally the end? Okay. This is going to be a fun one. We're really going to unravel this because I was spending a lot of time throughout this episode wondering what the point was of this. Of having Sokka and Katara brought into the spirit world, and I thought it was going to be character motives potentially, or character growth for Katara and Sokka, but that felt very misplaced, given what we were doing and how much is left of the season. Granted, it's still probably going to be a character things because it was very substantial things for both characters, but now it makes a lot of sense. We've set things up incredibly differently, so we'll go back to how things were in the original. So in the original, we pull up to this forest and it's the same sort of thing. It's destroyed. There's the village. There's Heibai, but Heibai's pulling up in the night, right? And wreaking havoc and taking people back. But Aang gets into the spirit world by himself and Roku pulls up on his dragon. And Roku takes Aang to his temple, right? And says, you need to get here by a certain time, right? Like a solstice maybe. But I remember in the spirit world, Iroh sees Roku as well, right? I remember that. That's when Iroh got captured. and then Zuko saved him. But Aang resolves the Heibai stuff in the spirit world, right? Saves the homies. And then from the town, we go straight to Roku's temple. And then Zuko pulls up to the town later and then follows. And then we have that whole series. That was episode 8, right? Of the original. But the whole point of this, they're doing it very differently. And a lot of it was to do with what Gyatso was saying at the end about being alone, thinking that you're the problem, and remembering what's important and all of that. So that's why they've decided to do it this way. So it's just Aang. Aang's going by himself. That's going to be next episode. So I'm going to get my Roku stuff, which I'm very happy about. Sokka and Katara are trapped in the spirit world. And I love what they've done with Ko. It's obviously very different than the original, where Ko is right at the end of season 1. And it's very brief. Aang pulls up to get the knowledge of, I think it's Tui and La, the moon and the ocean spirits, right? And then that's it. That's all we ever see of Ko. But I love that they've done this with Ko. Ko was one of my favorite spirits, just the concept of him. So the fog, it's the fog of lost souls, right? So we see a lot of that in Korra. And the owl as well. I'll be honest, I can't remember the owl's name, but that was season 2. The library in the desert with Toph and the dude, the scientist, whatever you call him, dude. And it was also Zhao that went to the library to find the knowledge of the moon spirit, right? To take the moon away to prevent the waterbenders from waterbending. So we'll see how that all happens. Maybe we go back. Maybe we do get that later on, because that does lead to Appa getting captured, and that's a pretty big deal. But that's all season 2. We'll leave that there. Also in this episode, when Iroh and Zuko pulled up to that little tavern in one of the Earth villages, they spoke about the Great Divide. They also spoke about a volcano being prevented from erupting, and that made me think straight away of what happens in episode 8 of the original, with Roku and Roku, like he comes out like in Aang, and he does all that crazy bending, and essentially it's almost like the volcano. I don't know if it actually erupts, but that's what that reminded me of. So maybe we do skip a lot of the conflict that happens around Aang going to Roku's temple here, and we just get the lore. Which is dope though, because it's very important. And June as well. I completely forgot about June. She looks absolutely fantastic. By the way, another great casting. They're really nailing all of that. So that's something that's exciting. Some Azula character stuff as well. So she was really sucking up to Ozai, and Ozai was onto it. He's like, I know exactly what you're doing, because she's upset that Zuko did find the Avatar, and that Zuko is potentially going to actually be the heir. Like Ozai is kind of about that right now, but Azula wants to, be in that position. So that's why she's doing things this way. And Zhao got in contact with Azula. Azula has managed to pull some strings. So Zhao, he's got those archers. He's got what I imagine was his promotion, which I believe was the start of the Blue Spirit episode in the original. And I was getting vibes about Aang being off by himself, all this talk with Gyatso about being alone, them showing Zuko and Azula, but specifically Zuko. I was like, maybe we're gonna mix in the Blue Spirit with Aang being off by himself going to find Roku here. The next episode is called Masks. It is hard to ignore the episode titles going into these, but Mask, you think of Blue Spirit, also with Ko being in the mix, taking all the faces, is perhaps to do with that as well. But Ko is like, I love the emphasis on him. Like, he's an absolute demon. He's about to take the faces of not just the villagers, but Sokka and Katara as well. And I will take some time to talk about Sokka and Katara. Well, I can't believe they've done that to these characters. Now, I might be getting muddled, because I don't know if that conversation between Hakoda and Bato is true or not, or if it's just specifically Ko trying to enact specific emotions out of his prey. But it's so wrong of him to do that to Katara. It was weird, because it was like Katara in the present. Like, I feel like young Katara pulled up and pulled Katara into that vision, and immediately she's seen her mother, who's supposed to be dead, because it was like present Katara, But then the same things happened anyway. Katara's had to live through all of that, and she was almost able to do something about it, and she couldn't. Like, it's almost like Ko made it even worse for Katara, and that was crazy. Actually, watching the guy burn Katara's mother, demonic behavior. And I was getting Ko vibes, because it was like a face pulling up and attacking them, and it's because it was making them fearful. And I think it was despair with Sokka that was making me think of Ko. I really like that they've done things this way. I was really iffy on them bringing Sokka and Katara into the spirit world. It still feels a bit weird that they've done things this way, but the way they've incorporated Ko, and then what's going on with Aang. Now he has even more of a reason to go and find Roku. He met Gyatso and everything. It does make a lot of sense, and I'm about it. Sokka as well. We'll have to see, because I remember the iceberg thing they were talking about. Is that not what Sokka does with Bato, and then Bato marks Sokka, right? I remember that. I'm pretty sure that's in the Bato episode. But I think it's just stemming from Sokka's perhaps feeling that maybe he's not the best leader, or his desire to be a good leader. Maybe that's where that comes from. Maybe someone can correct me on that, if that's like real or not, what Sokka experienced, or if it's just Ko being Ko. But Aang went straight home in his vision. He realized straight away that it was wrong, and then he was out of the fog, and there was Gyatso, and that was real. That was real, and I really liked that. And it's cool having seen The Legend of Korra and seeing Iroh just lives in the spirit world, so it's completely believable to see Gyatso just being there. But there were tones over that it seemed like Aang won't be able to see Gyatso again. But we'll see. This was a very engaging episode because I wasn't sure what they were doing. I knew where we were. Like they follow a lot of it at the beginning, but then as soon as Sokka and Katara are in the spirit world, it's like, okay, now I've got no idea what's going on. Mashed a lot of things together once again. We referenced a lot of other episodes that are not going to happen, like the pirates, for example. That was the other thing they mentioned, along with the Great Divide, which is hilarious. And now I'm really excited for next episode. So we've got 3 episodes left. So we're going to get, I'm fairly certain, the Blue Spirit stuff, along with Avatar Roku and all the lore to do with the comet and what's happening with all of that. So then we're going to be put on that timer, you know, that's when the show like really changes. Blue Spirit, we'll see how that happens, because Zhao kidnaps Aang. Well, Aang is literally in the Fire Nation right now, so it's not out of the question for Aang to meet Roku, do all of that stuff, and then get captured by Zhao, and then Zuko pulls up and rescues Aang, and it becomes really, really good. But we'll see, because currently we're with June, and June is going to take them. I mean, essentially, they're looking for Aang, but what if June takes them to the others, Sokka and Katara? I don't know, but because currently, we'll just see. Because Zuko learns that Zhao has Aang, and that's when he goes to do his thing. We'll see. It's going to be good. I'm really excited for the next episode. So I think that'll take up all of that episode, and then we have 7 and 8. Let me look at the episode listings again for the original. Oh, the volcano erupting is the fortune teller episode. Okay, that was probably really annoying for people to listen to when I was going on about that. Okay, so we're not doing the fortune teller. We're not doing Bato of the Water Tribe, I'm pretty sure. We're not doing the Great Divide. We've already done Jet. Waterbending Scroll and the Pirates, that's already been done. The Storm, though. The Storm is necessary for Zuko, not for Aang, because we've completely dealt pretty much with all of Aang's backstory, I think, up to this point. The Storm is very, very important. I think that might even happen next episode as well. It's so important for Zuko because he's already been having those issues with his crew, specifically that one guy. And then we get like Iroh lightning bending as well, or I don't know if he's lightning bending, he's redirecting it. So that's very important, the Storm stuff. And then there's Avatar Roku, which is episode 8. The Deserter, like that's Zhong, and I think there needs to be something to do with Zhong, even if it's just a little bit, because he is one of the old masters. Unless they don't do that, but there's been so much Pai Sho, like, and I assume the White Lotus is going to be involved. So we'll see. And then there's the Northern Air Temple, which we've already dealt with, right? Because that's that's all happened in Omashu. Okay. And then the last 4 episodes of the original are in the Northern Water Tribe. So I really would like that to be the last 2 episodes of this. Makes a lot of sense. It really should be. We get there, we meet Parku, we do all of that. There's the build up, and then there's the really epic stuff in the flight. That makes a lot of sense. So I think next episode, ideally, we wrap up all of this stuff in the spirit world. We get Roku, maybe we get Blue Spirit, and then we get the Storm, like stuff like maybe together. Maybe the Storm is a part of the start of the episode 7, and then we get all this cool stuff. So I feel like we're in a really good spot. I like how they're structuring this. That was a bit of a different discussion. It was quite a long one. I just really enjoy comparing, and like I said, I try not to compare because this is very different, but you can't help but go, this is how they did things in the original, this is how they've chose to do the live action adaptation, which I think they're doing a really good job of. And because the show is just so epic, and I'm very, very attached to it, it's really cool just to get engrossed in it, you know, get invested. So I think I'm gonna leave this one here. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm very excited to see these last 3 episodes. The last 2 especially, I think are gonna hit really hard, but that's gonna do it for this one. Uncuts, unedited, available on Patreon, as well as early access to all these YouTube videos if you're interested. And with all that being said, we'll see you in the next episode of The Last Airbender live action.